Yeah, these days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Michi. Hit the subscribe button and welcome aboard, okay? As you can tell from the title of the video, I am doing a get to know me future doctor edition type video. Before I get into this video, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also share this video with all your friends and your family, okay? Let's get into this video. So the first category of questions under this get to know me future doctor edition is the personal vibes category. So under this category, the first question is, who am I really when I'm not studying medicine? I would describe myself as a very happy person. I just love good vibes. I love being in a happy, positive environment. I love listening to music. I love watching my Korean dramas, and I do YouTube. 3 words that describe me perfectly. Okay, so I would say I am strong, I am determined, and I am funny. Perfect description of me in 3 words, okay? All right, so the next category is med school journey. So the first question is why I chose medicine and why it chose me too. All right, so I've mentioned this before in like my get to know me video, the little backstory of how I ended up choosing medicine. I believe started also when I was younger, when I used to watch Doc McStuffins. So Doc McStuffins was this cartoon show that used to come on Disney Junior, and it was about this kid called Doc McStuffins, or Doc. That's what they used to call her. She was a doctor for toys. So her toys would get sick, and then she would fix her toys and pretend like she was the doctor for those toys. So growing up, I wanted to be a doctor for my toys. Like I used to like pretending like I'm a doctor for my toys. And I feel like that's when the passion started, from wanting to be a doctor for toys. Fast forwards, getting into high school, again, I had been wanting to be a doctor and whatever, but like getting into high school, obviously very intimidating. People would say all kinds of things about how hard medicine is, how people don't manage when they go for medicine, and my passion for medicine started to die down a bit. Fast forward to grade 10, there was this man who came in, I think he was a lecturer for one of the teachers who were like on a teaching practice or whatever that was. So that man gave us this like pep talk of some sorts, where he told us that you can do anything. It doesn't matter. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do this or you can't do that. If you want to be a doctor, be a doctor. If you want to be a lawyer, be a lawyer. You can do anything. Don't ever let anyone tell you that it's too hard. And that, my friends, was when I told myself that, you know what, Michi? You can do this. Why should people tell you that it's too hard? Why should people tell you that you can't do this just because it's too hard? If others could do it, obviously you could do it too. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like that is why I chose medicine. And ever since then, I've always wanted to be a doctor, and I've never thought of myself in any other way. And yeah, medicine is just what I see for myself. I'm one of those people that did not have a plan B. It was either medicine or nothing. And then why it chose me, I feel like I realized medicine chose me when I was in high school. My auntie, her nephew got sick and was admitted in the pediatrics ward. So I don't remember exactly what was wrong with that kid, but like when we went to visit the kid, it was my first time like being in the hospital like grown and stuff. So I was in pediatrics ward, and I was there, and I was just so curious about what was going on, what this is, what that was. And since then, I would do this thing where I would always go to the hospital every time I had free time. And when I go to the hospital, I would go to different wards and just be there. Like I was drawn to the hospital setting. Like I was drawn to being in the hospital. I was drawn to want to help when I see like something is wrong. Like I've always been drawn to the hospital. So that's how I feel like medicine actually chose me too. So the next question was, what med school is really like? Okay, to be quite honest, med school, first of all, has this notion of being this hard program, which it is. Don't get me wrong, it is very hard. But other than being hard, med school is also very interesting. it's very nice to see, especially now the level that I'm at, like the clinical rotations. It's very nice to actually see what you read in the book and you're actually able to relate with it, like physically seeing it happening. Like you read symptoms of a certain condition in a book and now you're able to physically see it like in person. That's very interesting for me. And also another thing about what med school is really like, it's like it's going to take a lot of your time. You're going to study a lot and it's going to take away from, like, you know, your time that you could be using hanging out with your friends. I mean, people still do that, obviously. Medicine doesn't mean you have to completely not have a life. Like, for example, when I was in my preclinicals, we had 10 courses and we had to write exams, like 10 different exams, 2 weeks, for 2 weeks every single day. And now imagine other people with their programs, they have like 4 courses, they write that exam their exams in 1 week, maybe like a day in between, you know, but you have to write every single day for 10 days and you're just studying, no, barely sleeping, running on 3-4 hours of sleep. It's a lot of work. So that's what medicine is really like. It's a lot and it requires a lot of, you know, attention, a lot of hard work and a lot of interest. Because it is very interesting, and it's only interesting if you find it interesting. So yeah, one thing I wish people knew about medical students are actually very hardworking people. Like, medicine is a lot, guys. If you know someone who's doing medicine, if they're your friend, if they're your sister, if they're your cousin, please, when you find them, give them a hug, buy them some sweets. Like, just always remind them that they're doing great, because guys, it's a lot. Like, med school is actually a lot, and medical students actually go through a lot of stress. There's a lot of, guys, there's exams, there's feeling like you're not good enough, there's feeling like you can't make it, there's feeling, one day you wake up feeling very motivated, the next day you wake up feeling like you can't do it. Like, there's a lot that medical students go through, and something that people do not realize is medical students actually put in a lot of work in what they're doing. Well, ideally, yes, medical students actually put in a lot of work in what they're doing. Like, it takes a lot to be in med school. So please, if you know someone, give them a hug, give them flowers, okay? My favorite subject or system so far, and one that I dread. Okay, favorite subject in my preclinicals, my favorite subject was definitely pathology and anatomy. These two are my favorite subjects. A subject that I dread to the core, biochemistry. Hi guys, what's biochemistry? No, but like, no shade, but like, biochemistry is like what are we even doing? But no, it is interesting, but it really wasn't for me. Like, oh my days, I didn't like biochemistry. Sorry, I didn't like. If it's your favorite subject, sorry, no shade to you, but it wasn't my favorite subject. The next category is a just for fun category. All right, so the first question is, if I weren't doing medicine, I'd be, you know what? I'm amongst those people that have this thing for, if it's not medicine, then I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I'd probably be into acting, or I don't know, art. You see, I can't even, I don't know. Maybe art, acting. I love acting. Yeah, maybe acting. My ultimate self-care routine after a long clinical day. Oh, guys, this is very important. Number 1, take a hot shower. Number 2, put your favorite Korean drama, series, movie, whatever it is. 3, get on your bed, get in those blankets and watch that until you fall asleep. Ultimate self-care routine after a long clinical day is just that. Do that. Just do that. That's what I do after a long clinical day. And let me just tell you, when I wake up from that sleep, it feels amazing. It feels absolutely amazing. Wouldn't trade it for anything ever in the world. The last question under this category is a fun fact about me that even my classmates don't know. I am probably the funniest person you will ever hang out with. And I'm not even tooting my own horn here, but like, I know I'm funny. And you know you're funny when you actually know that you're funny, you know? And I know this because whenever I'm hanging out with people, I always make them laugh. Like, even people that we'll be talking, like me and my friends, and there'll be this random person who's not even our friend, but like, they'll start laughing at the jokes we're making. Just know whenever you're around me, you're going to have a good time. We're going to be laughing at anything. I don't even have to know who you are, but like we're going to laugh, we're going to have a good time. That's one thing about me. That's a good fun fact about me, actually. The last categories to wrap up this video is number 1, where I see myself in 5 years. Okay, so in 5 years, I see myself as a very successful doctor, number 1, and number 2, as either already a surgeon or pursuing my master's degree in surgery. Yeah, I don't know if it'll be as a general surgeon, whatever it's going to be, but I just know that I want to be a surgeon. That's it. What this channel means to me and why I started it. Alright, so on the issue of starting this channel, first of all, I'm somebody who's always known that I'm destined to be on a screen, being watched by people. I know this because growing up, I would always imagine that I'm acting in a movie and I'm the main character. Not just imagining it, I would actually act. Like I'll be there talking to these imaginary characters that I have in this movie that I've created in my head. You know how we would do that with dolls? But I would do that like with myself, and I'll be talking to the wall. I'll be talking to, you know, I've always just imagined myself as I'm being watched. What this channel means to me, I feel like number 1, the basis of content of this channel was when I was getting into med school, I wanted to know almost everything about med school. Like I was so excited, I wanted to know about the university where I was at. I wanted to know about the experience of people, and that's the real reason why I actually started making like med school based content, because even I at some point wanted to watch somebody, you know, who was giving that type of content. So yeah, that's what this channel means to me. So yeah. And then lastly, but not the least, is one message I'd give to my younger self or any future medical student. To my younger self, like, Muichi, you are doing great. Okay? You're doing great. Just keep going. You're doing amazing. Good job. You know? Like, if you were to tell younger me, like maybe 9-year-old Muichi, that hey girl, when you be 20, you will have a YouTube channel, you'll be in med school, and you have all these wonderful things happening for you. 9-year-old Muichi would laugh in your face and go like, are you sure that's me you're talking about? You know, but like I feel like young Muichi is definitely proud of me. Yeah, I think she is. I think she is. So young Muichi, you're doing great. You're doing great. Don't worry, keep going. You can do this. I know, because I'm future you. All right, and then for any future med student, don't let anybody ever tell you that it's too hard. Don't let anybody ever tell you that you can't do it, because if somebody else could do it, you can do it too. And that's something that I always tell myself. If somebody else could do it, I can do it too, because that's also a human being created in the image and likeness of God. That is also a human being like me. So if they can do it, I can do it too. So when you're seated there, you can also tell yourself that if Muichi can do it, I can do it too. So yeah, keep going. Whatever it is that you want to pursue, if you want to be an astronaut, if you want to be an engineer, a musician, an actor, whatever it is that you want to be, go for it. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you can't do anything, because let me tell you this, you can do anything that you put your mind to. And that's something that nobody can ever take away from you. Okay? So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also turn on your post notification bells if you haven't already. See you in my next video. Deuces.